Hello, good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday to you. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to you too, Miss
Anna. It's snowing again. Yay!
Oh, yay!
Everybody else excited about that? How'd you do? You're all sitting here. I see that you've made it through Snowmapocalypse-ageddon, or whatever it was we were calling this snow event last week. Good for you making it over to the other side with minor injuries. Bumped into Michael Lee this morning. He says, man, I need a massage. I was shoveling too much snow. Anybody else in that boat? Uh-oh.
You live in a townhome, they do it all for you, Donna. I'm telling you. They do it all for you.
Yeah. My stir crazy husband took care of everything. He got the teenager and the snow blower, and they spent, a lot of time outside clearing snow, and here we go. That's winter in Colorado, right? Getting ready for spring, launching this week, and obviously the spring selling season already hot. We're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about a handful of things today as we get going. We're gonna have some fun, just a little bit of fun though. Are you guys okay with just a little bit of fun today? Thumbs up. Yes, love it. All right, let's dive in, shall we? Oh, excuse me. All right, this might work. Bailey, my dear, can I share, please? Yes, all right. That'll do it. Okay, welcome to our first team meeting here in March. Pardon me just a moment as I reconfigure my screen so I can see as many of you at a time. I don't know about you, but I get a little sick of looking at my own reflection in the camera. So thank you guys for having your cameras on. If you're in a place where you can turn them on, today is going to be a full participation day. So definitely keep them going when you can. And let's dive in. I don't see Patrick with us yet. And as soon as he does, let's hop back with him. Our friend Patrick Langhands with Guild Mortgage, going to share with us a mortgage moment this morning, and where we're at. So, but Donna, I've got some time set aside just for you.
Well, okay. What I would like to kind of remind everybody is we're running into a couple of issues. One of the issues is when you're a listing agent and you get multiple offers in, most of those offers are going to have escalation clauses. What I would encourage you to do is please call the lender to find out if the buyer has the cash to bring to closing, because we're getting anywhere from $5,000 to $50,000 I'll bring to closing. What's happening as we get through the process and get down to the appraisal, and okay, the appraisal gap, let's say, is $30,000, and come to find out the buyer really doesn't have that $30,000. So what I'd really, really encourage everybody to do is call the lender, ask the question, listen, there's an appraisal clause in there, and they'll go $30,000 over. Do they have the $30,000 in cash? And the lender should know that if he's done his proper qualifications for that buyer. The other issue we're running into are sellers not wanting to vacate the premises on time. So you do have to put together a post-closing occupancy, but we're running into about a week and a half before closing. Oh, sellers can't be out. Sellers have to have another 3 days in the property. Well, if your buyers are okay with that, you have to put together a post-closing occupancy. And it might even happen 2 or 3 days before closing. Again, a post-closing occupancy has to be put together. And hopefully that there isn't a lot of money that has to be exchanged, or, unfortunately, the agents will end up paying for it. So does anybody have a question about this? Our biggest hangup right now is that some of these buyers cannot bring the amount that they're agreeing to closing. So then the deal falls apart and we get a whole bunch of other offers in, and we're back to square one because it has an appraisal clause in there. Again, check to see if they could do this. It's becoming a real problem, guys. Anybody got questions on this? No questions? Okay, well, right. Patrick, I saw Patrick come in, so yep. He can also address the issue that I just spoke of.
Awesome. And I'm sure this will be a hot topic of conversation here with our esteemed legal counsel, Mr. Damian Cox, who's going to be joining us in 2 weeks. So save the date for that. We'll have more details here later in the meeting. But welcome, Patrick.
Thank you.
Good to see you, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
Good. Last time we chatted, rates were starting to rise.
Yes. In fact, our head of everything rate, he's the head of secondary marketing. They set rates, price rates, forecast rates, deal with Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, FHA, VA, all the government entities. So he's like the numbers nerd. He's the smart guy. He is doing a presentation at 1:30 via Zoom. I'll post it in the chat. And he's giving us an outlook on rates, where they're going, why they're going up, are they going to continue to go up, where are they going to stop, all that. He is super informative. So I would highly recommend hopping on that. He's not the most lively person, but his information is really good. It'll give you background on what's happening with rates. So check it out. I just posted the Zoom. It's at 1:30 today. So sorry for the short notice, but you can hop in on that, and super educational. So I'm going to be popping in on that. Again, 1:30. Cool.
Bailey, will you throw that on the Facebook page too, so that everybody has it? Yeah. Or Patrick, I don't know if you've shared it there already.
I can do that. I'll share the Evite on the Facebook so you can see all the info.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, so super smart guy, and he'll be presenting just a mortgage rate and market outlook. So really cool. And then on April 7th, kind of to your appraisal thing, I'm doing a class on lending tips and tricks to win bidding wars. That's on April 7th. I'll post that as well. But we're going to be talking about, same as cash programs, waiving appraisals, appraisal gaps. We're going to be talking about down payment assistance. We have a 6% down payment assistance, which allows first-time homebuyers basically to buy a house with no money, no down payment, no closing costs, and then they have money to cover gaps. So we've gotten a few first-time homebuyers under contract in the last couple weeks, so that's been a huge win because it seems tough. So we're going to go over all our tips and tricks. Our bridge loan, so that people can make offers non-contingent. So check that out. That's on April 7th. So
wonderful. And Bailey, when we get that information from Patrick, will you add that to our training calendar so that that information just lives where everybody is going to find it?
Yeah. And then to Donna's point, I mean, the lender, I'm telling every client to call me before they submit an offer, so we can go through their assets and what they're offering and make sure they're not going to end up in that crazy situation. So yeah, definitely, if you're a listing agent, talk to the lender. I know they're probably bombarding you. and you're getting bombarded with calls and emails and texts and all that stuff, but definitely talk to the lender and make sure they have the money. Because not all lenders are advising their clients to do that, to call them before, so that, you know, hey, let's go. And we're going through the whole contract almost. Okay, you're offering this, you're doing a quick close. Can we actually make all this happen?
Yeah.
And we do that before they submit the offer. So
yeah, Kelly had a great point in the chat. She says that extra gap money could have the ability to impact the buyer's DTI, yep. Right? So their debt to income ratio can change if they're having to.
Yep.
Cover them.
Yeah. So let's say the client was doing 20% down, mm-hmm. and then the value comes in low, and now we base their loan to value ratio off of the lower of the price or the appraisal. So if the value comes in lower and they don't put a ton of extra money down, they may have mortgage insurance, and that mortgage insurance can affect their DTI and push them out of qualifying. So there's a number of things to go through. So I think now more than ever, it's just important to strategize before an offer goes in or before you accept an offer to make sure it's valid. So
yeah, and I know the listing agents will be ecstatic that you said that, because it is becoming a huge problem.
Yeah. Yep. No, definitely vet your lenders. If you're a listing agent, you see an offer you really like, I'd vet them, make sure they verified the client has enough assets to cover the shortfall. And yeah, do your due diligence. So cool.
Love it.
The only other thing I have is Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, and David, who's our secondary guy, he might talk about this on the call. They were just informed by Congress, because they're a government entity, that they can only purchase 7% of the loans they buy can be investment properties or second homes. So that is in effect as of April. So the prediction is investment property and second home interest rates will probably rise. And the reason being is if they can only purchase 7% of their loans, second home or investment, they're going to have to raise rates to curb some of that volume. And that, that may help inventory a little bit, because maybe there's less investors out there. But that's in effect April 1st. So if you hop on that call, I'll try to make a point of asking David, our secondary guy, how that impacts markets and stuff. But the forecast is second home and interest rate and investment property rates are going to rise significantly more than primary residences because of that. So those are my updates.
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome. Hey, Patrick, would you do me a favor and throw your contact information in the chat as well? Make sure that you have a solid partnership with a lender. If you haven't yet had an opportunity to connect with Patrick and learn about the programs he has at Guild and all of the experience he brings to the table and all of the different ways he can help you stand out in this highly competitive multiple offer situation, then I would highly recommend that you do so. Reach out to Patrick, and if you have challenging or clients who have what I'm going to call atypical or funky circumstances, he does really well with that. He's got a lot of experience and a lot of different solutions and ways that he can help your people. So thank you, Patrick, for joining us today. We appreciate you, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Hey, happy birthday. Let's celebrate a little bit. And as a special treat for all of you, I will not sing to you on your birthday. You've had enough, right? But happy birthday to Ryan Gill and Miss Amanda Evans, Rebecca King, Lindsay Conradson, Miss Taylor Gravina, Trisha Cashmore, Justin Thornton, Cassie Malone, and our very own Miss Amy Skillen, who is not on the call today because she is on a very well-deserved vacation. But if you bump into her in the office on Monday when she gets back, wish her a very, very merry, happy, special birthday. So happy birthday, you guys. And happy anniversary to all of you celebrating March anniversaries with our Keller Williams office, Ricky Garris, Ms. Gwen Ham, our property management partner, Mr. Will Nieto, Laura Reichart, Angela Thompson, Patricia Cashmore, Tracy Mansky, Dan Park, Sienna Sires, and Barbara Wood. Congratulations, you guys. Oh, thanks for the reminder. I'm not sharing yet. So you're like, what are you doing? You want to see the slides? There we go. Happy anniversary, everybody. Cool, guys. And welcome to some of our new agents who have joined us over the past few weeks. And welcome to you guys here. I think I saw Cynthia hop on, but Patrick and Cynthia, travesty. How close did I get? He's like, I kind of got it. Welcome aboard, you guys. We're thrilled to have you here. Kevin and Jordan join us from our friends as South Metro Fire Department. So they are South Metro firefighters. So now we've almost got our an entire department here inside of our office. So really cool. Congratulations, all of you guys, on joining our office, and we're thrilled to be in business with you. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, I think Kevin might be on. Hi, Kevin, if you're there. All right, congratulations on capping. All right, the month of February was a big one, especially if you were earning 100% commission. So congratulations to Mr. Clinton Porter, Miss Irene Schick, and Heather Truish. Congratulations, you guys, on earning 100% of your commissions. And we had big numbers. We're going to go over some numbers in a minute, but I tell you what, to say it was a record-breaking February is an understatement, and you guys are killing it. Top 5 sold volume producers just for the month of February. The Geyer Group, followed by the Distinct Group, right there in the mix, giving them a run for their money. Miss Gwen Ham, I see you there on the top of my screen. Congratulations, lady. The Success Group and our friends at Team Colorado Vistas. So for those of you who are joining us live on Facebook because you are enjoying a sunny spring break wherever you're at, these slides are all available on Facebook too, or these graphics are available on Facebook too. So you can check those out and share as you need. Top 5 listings taken in the month of February. Ryan Davis, congratulations. Team Colorado Vistas, the Distinct Group, Tom Hennessy, and not going to get sick of saying this name, Miss Gwen Ham, congratulations. Top 5 written volume. You know what I love the most about written volume is it hasn't happened yet. This is your future business. This is the hard work that you've put into it. And so all of these under contracts are going to turn into sold volume. So rounding out the top 5, some familiar names, the Geyer Group, Ryan Davis, Colorado Vistas, Miss Gwen Ham, and Tom Hennessy. Next time you guys are all in the office too, check out the big board. We've got numbers there if you want to see just how close you are to your competition. And year to date, top 10 in volume. So this is a mix of our teams and our individuals. Because some of our individual agents are definitely giving the teams some competition right now. So congratulations year to date, the Geyer Group and the Distinct Group, Ms. Gwen Ham, the Success Group, and Colorado Vistas rounding out the top 5. off to a phenomenal start. And like I said, the actual volume numbers are on the big board in the office. So definitely check those out next time you come in. But what does all of this mean, right? We feel things in the market right now, but let's look at the numbers that show us exactly what's happening. So I'm going to start with a national level. We're going to go really, really big scale. We're going to bring it down, and then we're going to actually compare the two. So these are our language of real estate. These are the 8 production categories that we track on a regular basis to kind of give us an idea of where we are inside of our business and what's happening in the market in general. So here, what you're going to see is closed units is the top category here. And this is for the country as a whole. This is the entire Keller Williams Realty International Group. So all 180,000 North America, or 165-ish thousand American agents, right, contributing to this number. What we saw was that in February, closed units were up almost 15%. And for the year, closed units were up about 16% over the same time frame last year. Okay, so that's how you're going to look at this chart. We go into closed volume which is up significantly. Here's the telltale story: listings down across the country 10% for the year, right? And that's what we're feeling right now with that tight inventory. Closed units are up 15% and listings are down 10%. So that's a 25% gap in inventory, right? And that's what we're feeling throughout all price bands, and the tension that we're feeling between buyers and sellers, that highly competitive market, right? You can see that more listings are selling now than they typically do. So we're up 16% in February. Contracts written, so future business outpacing last year as well. As well as the volume of that future business. And then internally, we know what our agents' gross commission income looks like. So we can actually show that a Keller Williams agent this year made 30% more money than they did last year, right? Gross commission incomes are up 30% year to date. So congratulations, you guys, on getting a nice big raise this year. That is awesome. And outpaces actually the closed units, but is right on track with closed volume, right? So take a look at these numbers. This is just what's happening locally in the Denver MLS. Same time frame, same categories. Closed units only up 2% so far this year. So almost flat to where they were January and February of 2020. Right. And now remember, this is pre-COVID. So comparing this January, February to last January and February, totally fine. Now, when we start looking at April and May, it's going to get a little wonky because I kind of remember, being holed up in my bedroom working from the side of my, from my home office, trying to keep my toddler away from my endless Zooms, right? I don't know if your April and May looked like mine, but that's what I remember. So real estate was very different, right? Here we go. In the MLS right now, we're looking at listings taken actually down 10%. This February over last February, and down 12% year to date. So listings taken still down pretty substantially. And then we go all the way down to contracts written. And this is a surprising thing, guys. Contracts written are actually down pretty significantly from last year as well, right? So what we're seeing in the Denver market as a whole is that tight market is starting to constrict even further, right? Listings taken are down, and we're starting to see that impact on actual future written business, right? Because there's literally just less inventory to choose from. If we had more inventory on the market, we would have more sales. Anyone else agree that that's a true statement right now? 100%. Gwen's like, yeah, I'd be on the top of the list if y'all would list some more homes, right? Yeah, I see you. I see you. Good stuff. So that's what's happening in the Denver metro area. Okay. Here's what's happening in our office from you guys.
Hey, Anna, can I ask a quick question?
Sure can.
I noticed that the volume is also down, which is kind of concerning, because then you start to wonder if the prices are going down at all, that our listing sold volume is down.
Well, the listing sold volume is up, but the listings taken volume is down a little bit as well, but it's not down as much as listings are down. So I think what's happening is that volume's actually increased appropriately with appreciation, but because listings, the actual units are so far down, that piece seems I don't necessarily know that that's a big red flag, because our closed volume is still up 16-15% over last year. So I think we're still appreciating at a much higher than sustainable rate in the market. Where are we? Here we go. I need to make these different colors so I can see exactly where we're at. But here's where we're at in our office, right? Here's what you guys are doing. Closed units up 24% this February over last February, and up 28% almost year to date. So the MLS only up 2%. You guys up 24%. That's pretty incredible. We're going to look at the comparison here in just a minute. Closed volume, you guys are up 30% over last year. So when a client sells a home with a KW Park Meadows agent, you know, what this is showing me is that you're likely going to be making more money because we sell homes for more than in the MLS, right? Listings taken. February was an awesome month. We were up 13%. We are down 7% year to date, which is not quite as far as the MLS, right? So we're still ahead of the market, even though we're down year to date. Listings are really the big, tough area right now. Listings sold and listings sold volume. You guys are doing an incredible job taking listings that sell, right? Contracts written. This is your future business, up 37% in February and up almost 30% year to date. So phenomenal job there. And your closed GCI, Keller Williams Park Meadows agents, you guys made 40% more this year than you did last year. 40%. That's huge. That's huge. So definitely a trend that we're going to keep an eye on here through the first quarter. And like I said, as we go through March, the stats are going to get really interesting as we don't exactly have comparisons to last year that are going to be meaningful. So we're going to be looking at historic averages as we compare kind of that future business. But here's what that looks like. And so this would be a slide that, that if you guys want to take a picture of this is the one that tells the big story. This is us versus the MLS and what our comparison is. And I'll tell you, it does math automatically, and it didn't do this math right. So 11, hold on, down 11, down 9. Oh, it did do that math right. Sorry. Okay. I was looking at the listings taken volume and I'm like, year to date, we're down, but we are down just a little bit, but we're up in units. But look at this, month over month, we closed 32% more on average than agents in the MLS, 14% more volume, 23% more listings. Our listings sold are selling at a higher rate, and our contracts written, that is where we're outpacing the market substantially. You guys are writing more future business, which tells a really profound story. If I'm writing more future business than what's happening across the city in the MLS, well, it must mean that there's something I'm bringing to the table that average agents are not, right? That an agent in our office is not bringing to the table. And so what I'm seeing from this is that you guys are doing a better job winning in multiple offer situations, right? You're utilizing tools like Homeward or Keller Mortgage. You're partnering with Patrick. You're working with Donna on making sure that your clients are in winning situations. You're going to bat for them in these highly competitive multiple offer situations, and you're outpacing the market at getting your clients under contract. And those are pieces that you could put on a billboard right now, right? Think about going into a listing appointment and the comfort your sellers would feel knowing that you're part of a team that's outpacing the market by 89% in getting your clients under contract. When all they're worried about is, where am I going to go? I heard the market's tight. Where will I move? I don't want to be homeless, right? So congratulations to you guys, because you are seriously outpacing the market in every single category. Honestly, if I had confetti cannons, they would be going off right now. This is a really big deal. So these are conversations that you can use. If you don't know your own numbers and would like to, we can definitely look at that. If you haven't established your own numbers yet, then these are your numbers because you are a KW Park Meadow agent. So use these. There are a lot of different ways that you can market these depending on the conversation that you're looking to have with a prospective buyer or seller to tell the story that you need to tell. But congratulations to you guys. And so here's one of the tools that has been helping get our clients together. We've got some awesome testimonials that are going to be coming out over the next couple of weeks of agents who have been able to get their buyers and sellers connected and create win-win scenarios. Excuse me, for their clients right here in the office. And so if you go to kwpmneeds.com, you're going to find our office buyer seller needs sheet. I'm going to go there really quick so you can see what I'm talking about. Let's share my screen and maybe we'll just kind of go old school with the rest of this meeting presentation, but kwpmneeds.com, like buyer seller needs. This will bring you to a page that doesn't work. That's really cool. All right, so here we go. To be determined. It worked yesterday. Oh goodness. kwpmneeds.com. I'm sure it was user error, or use the link that's been in the newsletter and will be in the newsletter again this week and is on the Facebook page and that you've got emails about. Brings us to our buyer seller needs sheet right here, buyer seller needs. So you can take a look at what kind of upcoming listings do some of the agents have? Do they work for your buyers? What kind of buyers do some of the agents have? Does one of your upcoming listings work for them? Or let's just say you're out shopping for new clients. Well, these needs give you the ammo that you need to go out and find what they're looking for. Could you circle prospect for a client that fulfills this buyer's need for Ryan? Or could you possibly do some Facebook ads to find buyers for a listing like this, right? So it gives you a lot of tools inside of there. And this is brand new. It's growing every single week. And dun, 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 I know we've got a couple of successful matches made already. I know Kelly, you've had one of them, right?
Sure did, with Mr. Ryan Davis.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So make sure you're using that tool to put those pieces together. And yes, I think I saw a request to post these slides. Absolutely, we can do that. So you've got all of those as shareables on the Facebook page as well. Dun, dun, dun. Let's talk about upcoming team meetings. next week, mark your calendar, we are talking about creative leverage solutions. These are ways for you at any stage in your business to buy time back into your organization. We're going to be talking about different contract support solutions, different ways you can utilize shared resources, and we're going to dive deep into virtual assistants. Virtual assistants are an often overlooked solution to getting the help that we need. It can usually be very inexpensive and easy for us to transition into working with virtual assistants. So we're going to dive into all of those pieces next week. We've got some interviews, we've got some resources to share. So if you've ever been up at 2 in the morning inputting contacts into your CRM, or chasing dates and deadlines, or lying awake in the middle of the night wondering if you got that title commitment out on time, right? Then don't miss next week's team meeting, because it's designed exactly and especially for you. So consider yourselves my special guest. Will be there next week. And then the following week, the 31st, a very special guest, our esteemed legal counsel, Mr. Damian Cox. Damian is one of the top real estate attorneys in the Denver metro area. He chairs the real estate forms committee that we get to thank for all of our new contracts and forms every single year. But he's also sees a ton of the good, the bad, and the ugly. And so he's going to be sharing with us on the 31st, the new buyer and seller advisories that he created. If you hop into DocuSign or CTM and look at the buyer seller advisories, you will notice that they are brand new, and they include some real world advisories for your buyers and sellers right now. So he's going to be sharing some about that. And he's also going to have he's also going to be sharing a lot of current pitfalls, like what he's hearing, the challenges and the I don't know, the trouble he's seeing agents get into right now, so that we can avoid those pieces. So he'll be here for the whole team meeting. We'll open it up for questions. This is a do not miss event. It is uncommon to have Damian with us for a whole hour, just our office, right? Usually when he does these events, they're much larger scale. So he really wants to make sure that he's answering any questions we have and helping us all be true fiduciaries for our buyers and sellers in this challenging and complicated market. Keller offers. This is super exciting. Over the course of the next couple of weeks, our market center has been invited to participate in the launch of Keller Offers here on the Front Range. So Keller Offers is an arm of Keller Williams that allows us to put some tools in our toolboxes, and we're going to be launching with 2 of those tools right away. The first is the cash offer. Think of this as the iBuyer, the open door, the Zillow offers type opportunity for your client. Let's say your client is interested in the idea of selling their home off market without having to go through the hassle of getting it ready or doing showings or repairs or any of those pieces. You can get multiple off-market offers through Keller Offers and maintain your fiduciary relationship to the seller throughout the entire process. So it's a phenomenal tool in your tool belt. There will be, over the course of the next couple of weeks, there will be some informational sessions that you're going to be invited to. And next week during the team meeting, I'll be doing a quick walkthrough of the of what we can expect from those pieces. And we may or may not have a guest from Keller Offers to answer questions. I'm unconfirmed now, but we're definitely going to dive in next weekend or next week. Also, there is a rehab program that Keller Offers has. So if you're taking a listing and they need new carpet, paint, countertops, whatever to get top dollar for their home, they offer a couple of different solutions for their contractors to be able to come in, make those renovations and have all of that paid back at closing. So it's really, really easy for you. It's easy for your clients, and it will allow them to truly capitalize on getting top dollar in this market without having to do, you know, really complex work like taking out a HELOC or a second mortgage or something like that to free up the cash. So Keller Offers launching, we'll have more information next week, and then we're launching, I believe it'll be early April. It'll be open to everybody here in the market. So we're really excited about that. KW Luxury International. Our luxury community changed at the beginning of the year for the better, and it's incredible. And we've had several questions on it. And so I wanted to just share with you guys here some resources. So this is a great resource for you on KW Connect, which is kwconnect.com. Under communities on the top, you can go to the new KW Luxury Community tab and learn all there is to know about our House of Excellence with our luxury community. So here's the important pieces to know. In the Denver metro area and in Douglas County, generally speaking, the luxury threshold is set at $1 million. So if you have a property that's going to be listed at or above that $1 million mark, then you can market it as a KW luxury property. And you'll see there's a lot of resources in here. You can get your own yard signs, or you can use the office has yard signs available for you to use that are luxury branded specifically. And every luxury property will get the same treatment and syndication, right? So you'll get international presence for every luxury listing. And so that's available regardless of whether or not you are a luxury agent, right? For all the listings over that $1 million mark. And for agents who have sold 4 or more qualifying properties in a 24-month period, then you've earned in to having the luxury designation. Congratulations to Miss Kelly Spencer, who's our latest agent in our office, to earn their luxury designation. Well, I can't say the latest because you've had it for a very long time. Right? You are a luxury agent. You deal quite substantially in luxury homes, and we were able to document enough of that to be able to give you that luxury designation. So Kelly Spencer, one of our KW Luxury International agents, who's earned in the opportunity to utilize a vast array of tools. They also get a luxury tag in the referral network, so you can search exclusively by luxury agents, and you can market yourself and your business as a luxury business when you've earned in to that community. So more information here on KW Connect in the communities and the new KW Luxury tab. All right. How are we doing, guys? I know we're moving fast. We've packed so much in here because we've had so many special guests this month that we're, you know, we've got like one long infomercial, but I promise we're getting to some good stuff here. Reminder, Family Reunion Fridays. You can join us live at noon on Fridays to have a watch party and a mastermind session around a selection that we've picked from Family Reunion. Or you can watch that watch party, that live stream anytime on Facebook when it makes sense for you. So you can check out some of those pieces. This week, we're spotlighting hands down my favorite section from Family Reunion, and it's called Your Competitive Advantage. It's an interview of literally the very top, like 1,000 unit sellers and teams of what they do to have the competitive advantage when working with buyers and when working with sellers. This will hands down be a do not miss event. So join us Friday at noon. We're on Zoom for live interaction after the session, or you can join us on the Facebook live stream and catch it anytime. Which brings me to the funnest part of our team meeting today. And I moved fast so that we could have a little bit of time to have some fun with this. We are bringing a very special competition to our market center, which will culminate this summer with a script champion. And that script champion will get a deluxe mega camp experience package. So mega camp, if you don't know, is our second largest real estate convention of the year. And it's the largest gathering of top agents in the world, right? And so typically mega camp takes place in August in Austin, Texas, and it's amazing. You don't want to go to Austin in August, but you do for mega camp, right? And this year, I suspect we will likely be back on the virtual portal that we've used for mega camp and family reunion in the past year. Either way, we're putting together a VIP experience for you to attend mega camp, whether it's in Austin or right here in Denver on the portal. The winner of the Script Championship will not only get this exclusive mega camp experience, but you will also have the esteemed opportunity to represent the great region of Colorado in our next national battle of the Script Champions. So one of you guys will get to vie for the top spot on the next battle of the Script Champions. So we're so excited to extend that opportunity to you guys. And, you know, the intention was we were going to launch the contest today. And then we realized that not everybody really understood exactly what this was or how to participate or what that looks like. So today we're going to do a little bit of a practice round, which is a practice round for us too, because we've got some logistics to sort through in making this happen. Here's the idea of how this works. Each week, we'll go through bracket style competition until in the summer we are down to one agent standing. We'll spend a few minutes each of the in-office team meetings that we have where we don't have a special guest, which will be at least 2 a month going forward, that we're together like this as a group without having a special guest. We'll have that championship battle. You have until April 14th to express your interest and sign up to be a part of this competition. There are no experience requirements or limits. So regardless of your role, your team status, or how long you have or have not been in real estate, I encourage all of you to participate in this. It is certainly an equal opportunity contest, because it's all about becoming better with our scripts and particularly our objection handlers. So this week, I want to do a couple of things. First, I want to introduce you to the idea of what it's like to go back and forth and present a script on Zoom, just like we're doing, and why scripts are so important. And then we're going to do some practice rounds. Okay. And today, every one of our participants, so everyone who actually is brave enough to overcome an objection, will get their April office bill on me. Okay, so free office bills today for participants. Why? Because I want you all to get into this and feel comfortable. The idea of this community is that iron sharpens iron, and we make each other better when we go out and face the world, right? Let's get started here with a quick video that explains the importance of scripts inside of your business. And then we're going to dive in. I'm going to show you some resources, and we're going to go right to some objection handler scripts today and free office bills. So check this out.
You know, sometimes people come up to me and they say, okay, you know, I've been in real estate almost 40 years, and they say, okay, what's the one thing I need to know? What's the one thing I need to know? You know, I'm a new agent. What do I do first? And I said, learn your objection handlers. If you don't know what to say when an objection comes up, you can't close deals.
Hey, look, I want you to do whatever makes you feel comfortable, but here's two things I want you to think about. Number one, mortgage rates are at a historically lowest we've ever seen them, right? And that contributes to your buying power. So we know for every 1% change in the mortgage rate, that increases or decreases your buying power by 10% or more at times. And then the second thing, Monica, is if you continue to wait, you're making somebody else rich. How much longer do you want to pay somebody else's mortgage? How much longer do you want to make somebody rich? So no matter what's going on, those two things are a fact. So what do you want to do? Do you want to continue to wait and pay 10% more and have 10% less buying power when this all blows over? Or do you want to do the right thing and move forward now?
As an agent, it's important that I share this with you so you make the right decision for you and your family. The price right now is extraordinarily great for your family. 3 months, 6 months from now, I don't know. With 1 out of 4, there's a lot of forbearance going on. I can't predict the future. I know you probably have thought about it too, so we know what we have right now is an excellent opportunity for you to net the most money.
We'll list it at your price at this commission rate. And after 30 days, if we don't have an accepted offer, we're going to drop the price and we'll write this right in the agreement to here, and we're going to increase the commission to here. And they're like, what? I said, well, you know, you want to test the market. So I'm willing to do that. And we'll do that at what I would normally charge to handle the sale of the home for you. If we get to 30 days though, because you tested the price and I've got time invested, we're going to raise the commission amount and then we'll drop the price to here. And we're going to agree to that number, both those numbers tonight.
I can appreciate that you want to take the time to think about it, but Monica, don't you feel that I can get your home sold? Then let's go ahead, Monica, and do the right thing and put me to work. Boom, put the pen in front of me. I need to sleep on it. I completely appreciate that you want to sleep on it. But Monica, let me explain. My second check down is, that's exactly why my organization offers a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Why don't you go ahead and sign now? Take the night to sleep on it. If you wake up tomorrow and you feel for any reason, I'm not the best fit to get your home sold. Actually, let me take it one further. I'm going to go ahead and leave the lockbox here, give you the code to the lockbox. And if you still feel that, keep the lockbox as a gift from me to you. Does that sound fair? Sign here. What level do you want to play this business at? What kind of career do you want to have? And for the people that are taking this seriously, they're practicing, they're trying to get a competitive advantage, right? And by competitive advantage, it's sitting right in your script book, right? It's sitting right in that script book and it's right there for you. Just got to take the time to practice.
All right. So awesome stuff there. I mean, some of the best in the business with Brendan Bartik, who actually is local here and is a top listing agent here in the Denver metro area, and Darren Kittleson. What do you think about that strategy? We'll price it here with a commission here, but then if we go down, the commission goes up, right? You're working harder when that happens. I love it. I love it. I love it. But I want you to check this out. Outfront.kw.com. If somebody just wants to type that in the chat, although it's super easy, outfront.kw.com. And then when you get there, go to the search icon and just type in scripts. And here's what you're going to find. You're going to find some winning scripts from our last Battle of the Script Champions piece. And if you go to the bottom, you're going to find a handful of incredible ideas around scripts and objections. And so then you'll find a link for the full script book. That's the script book that Brendan Bartik was talking about in the video here. And here's a great hint. It's the script book I've pulled all of today's objections from. Okay, so you can look at that, and we will begin the Battle of the Script Practice Championship with scripts from this book. They will evolve over time, but we will start on April 14th with scripts from this script book. Okay, so if you want something to practice, if you want some objections to learn how to handle really well, that's your resource. And I can put it in the chat here to everyone too, because I believe I downloaded it and saved it. And maybe not. I'm not finding it right now. Let's see, maybe Bailey can get it posted in the chat for us. Awesome. Okay, so for free office bill in the month of April, who would like to go first? I need 2 participants.
Anna, I can go.
Laura, I like it. I like it. Remember, iron sharpens iron.
I'll do it.
And being here today as a team helps us all get better when we are out with our clients. So I love it. Patrick and Laura. So Patrick, since you were the first, Laura, since you were the first one to chime in, I'm going to allow you to choose whether or not you want to go first or second today.
I'll go second.
You'll go second. All right. So Patrick, that means you're going to go first today. I've got a bowl full of all of the scripts from that script book. Okay. And we're going to just choose one at random. And this will be the objection that you're overcoming with your client.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to, sorry, that was a really good one, but I'm going to make, I like this one better. All right. Hey, Patrick, you know what? I know a bunch of realtors. You know, my cousin's friend, husband, this guy across the street is also a realtor. What makes you different than everyone else? Why would I work with you?
So that's a really great question that you ask. And I could see how using someone who's related may be appealing to you, but it can also be an issue to mix business with pleasure like that, as I'm sure you're aware of. I would say the number one reason to list with me, to work with me, would be accountability. I answer the phone. I kind of have this policy that if I don't answer the phone, then my clients and customers will stop calling. So I'm always there. You can always reach me. Same day callbacks are a must. And I think you'll agree that in today's day, people don't seem to value that as much as they did in the past. So a sense of urgency isn't going to stop once I have listed your home. So if you don't have any other objections, let's get this going.
I love that. Great job, Patrick. All right. Laura?
I'm ready.
I know a bunch of realtors. My husband's friend's sister's neighbor across the street is also a realtor. What makes you different than everyone else? Why should I choose you?
That is such a good question, Anna. And I know it can be sometimes a concern when you do know everyone and it's somebody that you're close to, even that's a realtor. I think one of the most important things when you are selling your home like you are is to have someone that you can count on, and also someone that's a local expert. And that's what I really pride myself on, is being an expert in this area. And so, yes, you might know a ton of people who are a realtor who can do the same transaction that I can, but do they have that same knowledge? Are they a native of Colorado and know the area like the back of their hand? And that's what I want to give you, because I can really help market as an expert in this area for your home. And I apologize for the noise.
That's real life right now too. Way to go, you guys. Hey, both of y'all, congratulations, are the proud recipients of a free office bill for the month of April. Thank you for being brave and going first. Now I've just got to ask a big question. Are you okay? Are you hurt in any way, shape, or form, or are we doing all right?
I'm good.
We're doing all right. I love it. I love it. Here's the fun piece, right? It's 12 o'clock. I'm gonna let y'all off the hook. But first, we've got to choose a winner for our script practice champion, right? So in the chat, pull up the chat and type Laura or Patrick. Laura or Patrick, and this is how we're going to determine who would move forward to the next round, Laura or Patrick. Now that was a script right out of the full script book. I would highly encourage you guys at 10 a.m. on Wednesdays for team meeting. There's a script group that meets on Zoom. You can find all the information on the training calendar, and these are the scripts that you guys should be practicing in that script group to get really, really familiar with this. Iron sharpens iron. We're here to make everybody better. You guys, I've got to tell you, both did a phenomenal job. So you're both relatively new agents too. I mean, Patrick, you're, days in the business, and Laura, you're maybe weeks, months in the business at this point, right?
A few months, yeah.
Absolutely. And you both handled that very, very well. I love this. Let's see what we've got. Oh, this is so cool. See, like I said, this is a practice run for everybody. Bailey, can you help tally up the chats? I love it. I'm not coordinated enough. You guys are phenomenal though. I can't wait to see you all next week. Make sure that you're participating in that Family Reunion Friday. That's going to be on Zoom Friday at noon. We'll be back at 11 o'clock next week. We'll break down Keller offers a little bit more. And we're going to dive into leverage solutions for your business, no matter what stage of the business you're in. We're going to look at some creative ways to allow you to live, to have a life worth living, right? And a business worth owning and a career worth having, because that's what we're all about, right? Okay, Bailey, what do we got?
All right, so after everyone has put in their votes, we have Laura leading with 7 and Patrick coming in with 4.
All right, you guys. Hey, I thought that was awesome. Thank you for your participation today. Office bills to both of you. And we will see you guys next week. Happy spring. Stay safe out there. Oh, the sun's coming out. Isn't that beautiful? Take care, y'all.